Hey friends, want to know how I made this painting that looks an awful lot like this painting? Stay tuned and I'll show you how I did it. Today's ring pour I'm using 4 colors. So I've got this deep blue, and this is a mix of these 2 colors. They're both Amsterdam. This one is greenish blue and this one is Prussian blue. Here we have Matisse, Southern Ocean blue, Triart, Cobalt blue, and this little Piggy in sea glass. Then we'll have a cloud pour mixture itself. So here we go. I've got a 12-inch round here. And I'm just going to start off with some flow extender. And this is just some really old paint that's been lurking in my studio for a really long time. And I have no other use for it at this point because it's probably, 4 years old at least when I first started painting. Pour painting, I should say. I've always been a painter. So I'm just going to throw this on here. No, the colors don't match. I don't care all that much. Hopefully they'll wash right off the side. I'm just going to take a palette knife. Smooth it out some. I wish I knew what this color was because it's pretty, but I don't. Alright, I'm reusing a resin cup here. You can see some glitter on the lip, but this lip is clean, so I'll pour from that side. So I think the biggest challenge with these is thinking backwards. Like, what do I want to be in the very middle of this? So for that, it's going to be sea glass by this little Piggy. Pour a generous amount. All right, and then next I'm going to do a transparent color because I'm going to put the cloud in right afterwards. So this is my Matisse Southern Ocean Blue. Got my cloud mix in a condiment bottle here with my recipe written on it so I don't forget what's in here, like I have with all of my other paints. Put a fair amount in there, maybe a little more. Okay. Next I'm going to do my very deep blue. And this has a fully transparent and then a semi-transparent paint mixed together. The Prussian blue is more of semi-transparent. And then my Cobalt Teal, which is semi-opaque. And then after that, I think I'll use a little bit more of my deep blue. Some more cloud mix. I think we'll do Southern Ocean. And then more sea glass. And then here's all my paint. I'm using these fun little baby cups that Fluid Art Company provides. Alright, now this is far too much paint for this, but I've learned I can do flip cups with the leftovers, so that is precisely what I will do. Okay, I'm actually gonna put this on the spinner. Hey, it's Raina again. I'm going to tell you about the cloud pour recipe. So the cloud pour recipe is from Tiffany Bergeron at Willie B's Studios, which I have got linked down below. If you don't know her channel, you should totally check it out and really see what a great cloud pour looks like. So the recipe for cloud pours is pretty simple. It's just 3 ingredients. Got your paint, Artist Loft soft body acrylic in white. You could probably use some other colors. I haven't experimented yet, so we'll just say white. That's 1 part. Then you mix 1 part Vallejo Pearl Medium, and then 2 parts American Floetrol. Make sure that you strain this because the nasty chunks that sometimes come in this will give you some nasty chunky clouds. Probably not what you're going for. For mixing tube paints, such as this, or the ones that I used in the video, it's pretty simple. All you do is 1 part paint to 2 or 3 parts American Floetrol, and mix it until you've got a consistency that when you let it go in the cup, it keeps its form for about 3 seconds, or as Willie calls it, a 3-second trace. To mix dry pigments like TLP or any other dry pigment you may have, it's pretty simple. A few more steps, but not hard at all. You're going to start with a varnish. I like Joe Sonia, but you could also use Liquitex or polyacrylic. Put it in the bottom of your mixing cup, add in your pigment, disperse it until you have no clumps, and then you want to add a gel medium. I'm using Saks TrueFlow acrylic gel medium, but you could also use anything by Liquitex, Golden, Sargent, any of the ones out there work just fine, and mix it up until you've got the right consistency, nice and thick. And you want a 3-second trace, so if you've got longer than that, you can add some Floetrol until it is the correct consistency. Just use a little bit of this at a time. You know, you can always add in more, but you can't take it out. It's important to note that when you mix pigments with that mixture, it's probably going to look a little cloudy and muted, but don't worry about it because it will dry beautiful, crisp, vibrant, just the way you want it to. And we will thank Sarah Mack for this portion of the recipe. If you don't know her, check her out. She makes amazing art. The painting I reference in my thumbnail and early in the video is called The Great Wave Off Kanagawa by Hakusai. It's actually a wood block print that was created in 1831, and there's a lot of really interesting history around this piece of art. If you're interested, I have linked a YouTube video below that tells you all about it because I thought it was pretty interesting, and you like art, so you may too. Thanks for stopping in today and checking out what I am doing. I have a good time experimenting with different techniques of fluid art, trying all of it if I can over time. Some I like, some I am not as fond of, some I'm great at, some I'm not so great at, but isn't that the beauty of art? If you're feeling it, please hit like and subscribe. I've got a lot of interesting things coming up. I'm posting at least a video a month now. I'm on a schedule. I'm gonna do it, darn it. I have goals and I am gonna do it. I'm gonna stick to it. So I'll be seeing you. Enjoy the rest of the video. I hope that you've learned something new or picked something up or have an idea for a piece that you want to try on your own.
That is an awful lot of paint. Okay, how can I do this? Just put down a blank canvas underneath this because definitely way too much paint. I hate wasting paint. And sometimes I can come up with some cool stuff if I just, collect the drippings right on the canvas.
I apologize that much of my tilting is off camera. I tried, but I missed. Seems to be the norm for me these days.
Gosh, it's kind of pretty as it is. It's like I captured a big, beautiful ocean wave. Okay, well, didn't even have to spin that. I think that is quite lovely.
Here are the dry results. I've got the painting outside on a beautiful sunny day in Wisconsin. I think that the sea glass is the absolute star of this show. I think it is stunning the way it almost color shifts as I move it around. It creates so much depth and enchantment, really. I haven't varnished it yet, but that will happen. Regardless, I think this is one of the coolest paintings I've done, even though it's not truly a cloud pour. It stands out in its own, and it really does look to me like the Great Wave. What do you think?